Welcome to a series of seminars that will be looking at the role consciousness plays in shaping the global civilization. I've chosen to offer this seminar series because I'm concerned about what is happening in the world, where we are going as a species, and of course, as many people are, concerned about the current state of things in the world. Consciousness is the quality or state of being aware, especially of something within oneself. It has higher meanings. Consciousness can also be seen as being aware that we're aware, thus being able to self-reflect and actually know that there's a me, and knows that I'm in action, knows that I'm in this world. So whether we use the simple Webster definition of consciousness or more of a transitive, ongoing, evolutionary form, or using it in a very spiritual sense where consciousness is seen as total and complete awareness, connection with the one, connection with all, whichever definition we choose to use. In this particular series, we'll use them all. I know we all want the best for ourselves, and we all want the best for our families and friends, and we all want the best for the world. Collectively, we live in a dynamic world of change and possibilities. All of that in the face of current circumstances that can obscure our higher purpose and deflect us from our path. It is our challenge as rational human beings to negotiate our daily lives while at the same time position ourselves to know what is happening at the macro level or at a higher level of our collective journey. This connection to a higher consciousness leads us to a sense of connection and community that provides meaning in our finite lives. At a personal level, this translates into an awakening in the here and now, where we seek fuller awareness of the process and direction of our personal, cultural, and global trajectories. In our relationships, we wish to understand others, establish intimacy, and find ways to be effective in our interactions with the people we encounter. And at some larger level of humanity, we wish to make a difference in our lives and help create a better world. Why then, with all good intention, are these collective and personal aspirations not easy to attain? Consider the analogy of a fish in a stream. A fish in the water, as best we can tell, knows little of its physiology, its origins, its changing environment, its future, or even itself. Yet it is an expert in navigation, foraging for food, avoidance of predators, and propagation of its kind. The fish is an expert in the river, yet unable to affect change in its larger environment. How do we humans differ? We too have our origin in nature, but our stream is replaced by civilization. If we have taken advantage of the privilege of an education, we know our physiology and the role of DNA. We know that our human origins stem from East Africa about 200,000 years ago, and that we are all cut from the same cloth. We know the existence of global climate change. We know that we have an uncertain future that culminates in something we call death. And we possess the ability to be self-aware, setting us apart from most other living things. In our stream of civilization, we have the mechanisms that enhance our navigation, provide easy access to food, keep us safe, and permit us to procreate our kind. Yet considering our civilization's current path towards extinction, we are as a species still very much like the fish in the stream. we don't seem to be adept at ensuring species and planetary survival. So how do we broaden and deepen our core understanding and that of others, so we can be active participants in the preservation and advancement of our civilization? How do we become awakened human beings who contribute to a strong, sustainable future? Over time, as a collective species, we have demonstrated that we can evolve from a species with a basic animal nature to an intelligent individual in a complex industrial society. Some individual humans have attained what we consider to be a state of enlightenment in their view and in their actions on the earth. Yet as a collective society, we do this in only varying degrees. Some of us cling to the lower reaches of human growth out of fear and ignorance. Some of us cling to the material world out of our gluttonous need for gratification. And some of us engage in the difficult challenge of ongoing self-realization. The awakening process is not easy. The path is lined with many pitfalls. We tend to slip backwards at times, and even the goal appears to be ever-changing. For those on the path, the ascent is much like climbing a mountain in which every new vista gives view to another, higher vista. In personal awakening, the process is facilitated by understanding the stages in human growth, because the path we are on gives clues to the path we are about to ascend. We as humans have the wherewithal to navigate our stream, and through self-reflection, awareness, and diligence, we have the means to chart our collective evolutionary course through the maze of life. As we look at history, we see that few people have committed their lives to this kind of understanding and stewardship. Few live the process of self-realization. Yet, from all appearances, being aware and evolving consciously is our species' only viable path to survival. How can we not heed the call that beckons us out of our current state of civilization and become human models for the next stage of planetary evolution? We can do this. There's no reason not to. Welcome to the world of self-knowledge, human development, and conscious evolution. Thank you very much.